you've got yourself something funky.
Hello there. Haha. Made a new angle this time. How you all doing?
Evening, dude.
Evening.
You were going to... it hasn't been too bad. You were going to explain something that we were talking about backstage earlier about why it stood on top of the bottle, but it wouldn't stand on the table.
Well, you might want to show the thing first.
Watch, he won't be able to stand it up now.
Give people some context.
See, look, he can't do it now.
I won't stand now.
Oh. And what it is your table's shiny and smooth and it's going to slip off, right? Plastic has a little bit more friction, but also it's thin plastic. It has a bit of flex to it. So the weight of the lollipop will indent it and add a little bit more balance.
I don't know. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Stephen. Good to have you there. Even if you can't quite balance your thing.
Everybody else is completely confused and hasn't got a clue what we're talking about.
But at least you know we're doing a drug. So I'm going to be quiet.
And that's the main thing, right?
So that gives you some idea.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to... Wait, no, we can't do that. That's copyrighted music. I forgot. But happy birthday, Facebook user.
There you go, Facebook user. Don't know what you're reading, but I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see that in the chat? Yeah, you know, one Facebook user saying...
I can see it.
Saying happy birthday to them.
My chat's a little bit slower than yours. You're getting your chat quicker than I am.
Okay.
I know.
I've had it for ages. It's gone off the top of the screen for me now.
So there you go. My chat's a little bit slower than yours.
Yeah.
Well, by the looks of that, that means... Well, no, I've worked that out. By the looks of that, you need a timer.
I need a timer, you say? That is easily fixed. Ba-ba.
And I need to go. I, Stephen Harrow, from over 18 years of age, of sound mind. I don't hold Gamelstad's Caramelon AB, I think it is. Responsible for or liable for any claims of injury or damage arising from me consuming this product. And what pulls are acknowledged and agreed to the fact about question.
I thought it was League of Fire you weren't supposed to hold responsible, but...
This isn't a League of Fire challenge.
Oh, okay.
This is a Pure Insanity Society challenge. Oh, speaking of Pure Insanity Society. Boom, there's the website going across the bottom. I forgot I've upgraded my graphics card. All that works again now.
Nice. Presumably I start the timer the moment it enters your mouth?
As soon as it goes into his little mouth, yes.
Oh. And then I just don't touch my keyboard for like 20 minutes.
There we have it.
Yep. Red, white, and blue. What flavor is it? Do we know?
This one is the peppermint and bubblegum.
Okay.
I'll let you guys take over a second while I just nip off.
Smell-wise, you get the bubblegum. There's not really a mint to it.
But I'm sure you'll taste the mint more.
Yeah. Do you want to have a quick swig of milk? And then if you want to give me a countdown.
Hey, John. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Go.
There we go. Timer started. Oh, is it now time to show off what I've got for this week?
It is, dude.
So today I'm going to be looking at some Tubby Tom's stuff. And the first one we have up is his fire candy, which I've shown you before, but I recently ran out of it and had to grab some more, which is why this is happening, at least in part. Oh, if you want to go over to my brand new camera?
Yeah. We're having a little test of something.
Ta-da! Yep, you can see it over here, which should hopefully give you a slightly better look at it on spoons. That has been a little bit of a problem lately.
Nice and clear, that camera.
Sure is. So I'm realizing it's a fair bit away from my microphone, so I've got to lean back to talk to you.
Needs a headpiece.
That ain't happening. That's not going to give me nearly as good a sound quality.
Ooh, gloopy. Charlie said he loves that there's a milk cam there just to taunt Stefan.
Yep. This one is chunky, gloopy, has a surprising amount of spice to it for being just jalapeno. He's not skimped on the chili at all. But it's sweet, it's tangy. It's definitely got that sweet chili kind of consistency to it, but it's also got a load of those chunks of chilies. And there is a savory element to it from, I think, a little bit of garlic, but also the chilies themselves. I mean, that's a lot of green chili in there. But I know you don't like green chili, Luciano, but I'm sure the rest of you, if you enjoy your fire candy, your cowboy candy, then this is going to go down a treat. I really like it over things like pizza, where it has a bit of cheese, something fatty, you know, that the vinegar can cut through, and it'll work nicely with that slight hint of sweetness. Oh, I say slight hint of sweetness. It's not a slight hint of sweetness, but if you add it in small quantities to a pizza, it's a slight hint of sweetness. And yeah, this contains cider vinegar, jalapenos, sugar, water, garlic, cayenne, celery, salt, smoked salt, and xanthan gum. You don't really get too much of the celery or the smoke in the salts, but I suspect they just round out that savory undertone to what is otherwise a very sweet, very tangy green sauce.
Sounds like John Hollywell's up for a bit of that one.
I really like it. This is at least my third bottle.
There you go. So got a 3-bottle recommendation already.
Yep. But yeah, that's the first of them. And then I figured, while I was picking some stuff up, might as well try his other citrusy, another tangy one, the taco drip with its lime base in here. So this one, maybe a little bit hotter, I don't know. Shouldn't be too much so, though. Contains distilled malt vinegar, which contains barley, cayenne pepper mash, which is chili, acetic acid, and salt, then garlic, sweet orange, water, sour lime, salt, yeast extract. There's probably a slight meaty element in this, or a marmite element, but shouldn't be too much because it's fairly low down. Olive oil, red habanero, so there's going to be a bit more heat to this one. Smoked cumin, coriander, lime oil, and xanthan gum. Is there an easy open thing on here at all?
Looks very well sealed.
Well, it's a little puffy around the neck, the seal on this one. I can actually brush into it a little bit. So it's not sealed as well as... Well, the shrink wrap's not done as well as it could have. I suspect the bottle within is going to be nicely sealed, though.
2 thumbs up for taste.
Oh, on the Dragueur.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard they're really well made.
I like
So yeah, there you go.
apple.
Definitely has a buffalo sauce kind of color to it. Definitely looks like a red chili, yet creamy, turning it a more light orangey color. Flows fairly quickly, but also coats the sides of the neck. Let's pour myself a spoonful.
Looks pretty similar on this camera. Bit darker on this one. More red. Pretty runny.
Very smooth and creamy looking. Fairly thin, yeah. Have a taste of it, and suddenly it is extremely tangy. It is definitely sour. Definitely heavy on that citrus. But you do taste the spices in there as well. And you get the chili along with them.
What heat level would you put it?
Heat level, I'd say this is a low medium. It's nothing crazy. It has, I'd say actually it has about the same heat as the last one, weirdly.
It's probably exactly what it says on the front. It's best to put on tacos or something that's already got a bit of heat itself.
Yeah, citrus for tacos is great, but actually, tangy red chili sauce with a little bit of creaminess to it is basically what buffalo sauce is. As I was saying, the color looks very like that. So I suspect this is actually going to go really well on chicken wings as well.
Never tried buffalo sauce. Never actually tried it.
That's worth giving a go. It's one of the better ways to make something nice out of your more Tabasco style, Louisiana style sauces. It's basically just that mixed with melted butter to turn it into a creamy thing that you then put on wings. But yeah, regarding the color, this blue background is shifting the color balance a little bit because my camera auto adjusts for it, sadly. So I think what you're seeing on the other camera is a little more accurate.
It brought some of the red out of it better.
Yeah. This one's probably going to look a bit redder over there, but it doesn't look too not red over here. This is Tubby Tom's Ghost Chub. So if this isn't hotter, I'll be amazed. So on the side, we've got, it's no secret that we love a bit of spice. Something to tickle your taste buds and light up fire in your belly. If you're also fans of heavy flavor, we've balanced the two in a deliciously fiery catsup sauce. It's a proper table sauce to be used on all manners of dishes, but come on, mainly for your brekkie, because brekkie ain't brekkie without some of the red liquor to liven it up.
Hot ketchup.
Ghost
we
pepper ketchup.
We have the same problem, Stu. Wings round here not worth buying.
Ghost pepper ketchup for breakfast seems maybe a bit much, but honestly, ketchup for me is mostly a burger sauce.
I don't mind a bit of ketchup on a breakfast now and then, but I do prefer brown. But I also like a bit of red and brown at the same time, which is...
Sounds good. This one's tomatoes, distilled malt vinegar again, which this time is listed as containing gluten. I think it said something else on the last one, didn't it? Yeah, this distilled malt vinegar contains barley. This one contains gluten. Weird discrepancy.
Doing well there, Stefan, dude.
Then after that, we got cider vinegar, sugar, white wine vinegar, ghost chili mash, which is chili, salt, and acetic acid. Then sea salt, garlic, onion, celery salt, beetroot, pepper, and xanthan gum. The beetroot probably helps with the color, but it'll also add a little bit of earthiness. See if that comes through at all. In the meantime,
I quite like beetroot.
I don't on its own, but it occasionally goes really nicely in things.
Goes strangely well in chocolate brownies.
Oh, I can see that actually. That would bring out the earthiness, wouldn't it?
Yep.
You know what else goes really strangely well in brownies?
What?
Black garlic. Regular garlic, no, but when you caramelize it for like 2 weeks to turn it into the black garlic, you lose all those pungent top notes and you keep a balsamic-y base note from the garlic, which goes really well with the chocolate. I found it on a Chili of the Valley, I think it was his. No, it was the garlic farm. The Isle of White Garlic Farm. One time. And
Dan
just
does
had to
make
try it.
black garlic too.
It was such a curious idea. And it went really well. And yeah, Chili of the Valley's black garlic sauce I've used in my brownies ever since. Anyway, moving on. Let's have a look at this ghost chip on the other webcam.
It looks more red.
It looks darker here, if anything.
Yeah, it looks more deeper red, where on the other one it looked like a reddy brown. Got a nice paw, or it started. Yep. I like the consistency of that. Looks like a big spoonful for ketchup.
Good and thick. Has a really nice consistency to it. Holds its shape well above the top of the spoon. You can see the little black flecks in it.
Yep. Definitely looks good.
Has a lot of heat to it, though.
Head has hit the throat.
Yep. That is definitely a ghost pepper one. And you can probably see from the consistency, it's not your usual ketchup. Just because it's not got the really heavy reliance on sugar and vinegar that your average supermarket ketchup has. It is far heavier on the tomato, which I think really works for it.
Can you taste the other spices in there?
Absolutely. I'm going to have a tiny bit more just to talk about them more. I did get a little blindsided by the ghost pepper there, but I'm going a lot lighter on it this time. Yeah, I think I get a tiny bit of the celery salt, which goes really nicely into things like Bloody Marys, so goes well with the tomato. But also, there's something a little bit charred in there. I'm not sure entirely what it is. That's what's giving us the black flecks, and it's adding an extra depth to it, definitely. And that's what the onions and garlic are for as well. I don't overly get the beetroot, but I suspect that's also contributing to just... It's a really nice, well-rounded tomato and ghost pepper flavor.
Is the ghost pepper flavor prominent?
Tiny bit more to make sure.
Looks nice. He keeps having a bit more.
It is tomato first and foremost, but the ghost pepper definitely comes through.
You can taste that.
Yeah, you can really taste the pepper in there still.
Yeah.
Which is good. It is very much everything that it said it was, and not really a lot else. So if the idea of ghost pepper ketchup appeals to you, but you don't necessarily want the same level of sweetness and vinegar that you get in your average ketchup, this is a gorgeous one.
That one's the winner for me so far.
It does hurt a bit, though, if you're not prepared for the ghost pepper.
Yeah, I wouldn't take a big spoonful like you did.
No, that was a ridiculous idea. I'm going to have a little bit of milk before the next one.
Past the 15-minute mark there, Stefan.
Yeah, how are you doing? 'Cause you've been going a while.
Doing good.
Yeah, all good.
I probably shouldn't make you talk through that.
It's fun to once in a while.
Oh, now we have the final one. Is Jeepers Reaper's Death Sauce with Yellow Carolina Reaper.
Hmm.
which isn't a common chili. You don't see a lot of alternate color Reaper sauces. I tried a little bit of this on something like a week ago. I don't remember entirely what. Didn't think it was a perfect pairing for it though, so I didn't fully get it to memory. But very thin. You can probably yeah, you can probably see there. I'm trying to get it on camera.
The bottle's a
But
bit
it flows
coated.
very thin. I'll show it on the other one now.
The runny one.
Very runny, orangey yellow. Not much to it besides that orangey yellow. And no real obvious flecks in it or anything. There's one little bubble in it, but that's it. Taste is yellow pepper and tang. It's definitely got something fruity in there, I think, but not a lot. Ingredients are distilled malt vinegar, which again contains gluten this time, not barley. Garlic, sugar, homegrown yellow Reaper chilies, lemon juice, which is probably the tang and probably part of the tang, and also the fruitiness. Smoked salt, rapeseed oil, black pepper, lemon oil, food coloring, which is sodium chloride and sunset yellow, then xanthan gum and bay leaf. And I think I do get a tiny bit of that bay leaf. But it is mostly just a yellow Reaper sauce with a bit of citrus fruitiness to it. I think it is the yellow Reaper that's the main flavor in this one. And it's not a in-your-face heat like the other one was. It's a very background heat. But it's not mild either. You know, you're not getting any hiccups from it, but it's definitely sitting there stinging the back of my mouth quite strongly.
If you hadn't had the other one first, it would have probably still been.
Oh, it would almost certainly have been hiccups if I hadn't prepared my mouth with the other one.
Yeah.
I'm definitely feeling this all over the back and the roof of my mouth. But I believe this and the ghost pepper ketchup were something of a limited edition, so you might want to look at his website fast if you want to get hold of those. The fire candy is just a good all-round that he has all year. And yes, it's a bit green for Luciano, but I think everyone else is really going to like this, especially if you do like your cowboy candy.
Well, you've been through 3 bottles already.
No, this is my third. I've been through 2. But yeah. And the taco drip it's a citrusy buffalo sauce that will go as well on wings as it does on tacos. There's not a vast amount more to say than that, other than it's nicely spiced, definitely has a little bit of a Mexican quality to it. Would recommend, but only if you like your more tangy sauces.
I think the beetroot ketchup one was the winner for me tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't overly beetroot, but it was a very nice ketchup. And you do taste the ghost in it, definitely.
In fairness, Ghost is one of the better tasting of the chilies.
Ghost is easily my favorite of the standard Super Hots.
Yep.
I think my favorite Super Hot overall has to be the Bud Orange Copenhagen or the... one second, what was it? The... it's called the Mind Eraser. I'm forgetting what the other name for it is. Yellow Brain Strain, that's it.
Yellow brain strain's a nice one to cook with. I don't really want to eat them, but
it's got a really nice tropical flavor to it that pairs well with pineapple and onion.
It is one of our favourites.
But yeah, it's not something I'd eat straight, definitely.
Irina Legarski makes. Oh, he's asking Irina Legarski to make a beetroot ketchup. Good thinking, John.
Worth a shot.
I don't grow beetroot anymore.
My nose has been running. I'm feeling it glistening across the top of my lip. There's definitely some heat in those.
Stefan's gone strong there. Hasn't even broke a sweat yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or is there one? A little bit. Doesn't look.
It's looking like a still image most of the time.
Yeah.
It's looking like it's not phasing him.
I can't even
Whereas
ask
those
him what
scores
his,
have definitely phased me.
I can't ask him what his previous time was. We'll have to do it in flashes like that.
Well, you told us he was going for around 20 minutes, so
I think he's going to make
he's
30.
beaten that time already. I think he can keep going.
Easily 40.
I don't know if I really want to be here for all 40. To be honest, I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about.
You look pretty though.
Fair enough. These are all from Tubby Toms, who are tubbytoms.com. Nice simple website where you can find them if you want them.
33:44 was your best time.
Okay. You can beat that.
It's looking like a good 40 minutes, this one. Depends where I don't know how numb the side of your mouth's gone. I know off the sour apple one, after a while, the side of your mouth goes numb.
Yeah, there's time for a switch. That side's gone completely numb now. Well,
Okay, so if you make it a 40 minutes, both sides will go numb. And then it won't be a problem at all. There'll just be drooling everywhere.
Which is the idea of a dragger.
Fair, fair. As long as that's the plan and not an unfortunate side effect.
Which flavour's getting stronger the longer it's in? The peppermint or the other? Can't even remember what the other flavour is now.
which
Bubblegum.
one?
The bubblegum gets stronger.
Now. Getting more peppermint now, but obviously the heat's there now. So
You got the
That's all right.
cool and the heat hitting you at the same time then.
I think I'd prefer it that way than the bubblegum getting stronger.
Yeah, bubblegum's nice the flavor for a bit, but it's not something you want with you.
That was a big swallow. We can't even sing.
No, it's a shame.
It is. You've got
Yeah,
the mic.
bubblegum could become very sickly if that was the flavor that was most prominent the entire time.
That's what I was thinking. Where the mint could actually just help a little bit.
Well, it might not. Mint cooling doesn't necessarily cancel out chili heat. It can just be two temperature sensations at the same time. But it is a nice juxtaposition. I do like a mix of cool and hot.
Yeah, the first time I had hot sauce on ice cream, it just
Yeah,
blew
it's
my mind
absolutely
away.
mind blowing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What I really
Maybe
liked was Carolina Reaper and white chocolate homemade ice cream.
think Carolina Reaper might be a little bit too hot for me for ice cream, but
You don't need a lot of it. You just put a pinch in with your white chocolate and you make ice cream out of that.
I see. You
But it's
make it
just
in
that
the
slightly spiced, slightly fruity, super hot flavor goes really nicely with the white chocolate, cocoa butter.
Evening, Adam.
One of the better uses for Carolina Reaper, if you ask me.
Not a massive fan of the Reaper.
No, nor me in general. It has its place, but most Reaper things tend to be just in your face Reaper flavor and nothing else.
Try the Priscilla off Dan Reed at Superb.
Oh, Dan Reed does a Paseo one. Oh. I have to look into that then.
There you go. Apparently it's
Paseo is
best.
a good chili.
And the flavour of the next dragger is
Oh, interesting. The middle word is one letter long.
yeah, I noticed that one too.
How many how many words are one letter?
Ah?
Yeah. Or if it's a different language. Maybe an O. I mean, part of me was thinking jack-o'-lantern, but actually looking at that looks more like lantern o' jack.
That's not really a flavour.
Well, it would mean pumpkin flavor, wouldn't it?
Could be written in Swedish.
That's what I was thinking with the E sound. Yeah, you're right, John. Oh yeah, it could be N. It could be salt. It could be pepper and salt.
Could be caramel and salt.
But why wouldn't they just call it salted caramel at that point?
To throw you off. Can also be spelled.
Oh, that helps nothing. They're just screwing with us.
Just a little bit. The snozzberry tastes like a snozzberry.
Oh god, don't make me taste snozzberry again. It's horrible.
Ooh, licorice. A black licorice. Despair and shame for all those that can't keep it in for longer than 20 minutes.
Right, let's see. Chili of the Valley. Let's see this Pasilla sauce. Okay, Pasilla finds 3 sauces. One of them is clearly the actual Pasilla sauce, but it seems like there might be a smoky oaks with it as well. Ooh, candied sour black cherries in syrup. With added brown sugar, water, tomato powder, bourbon whiskey, chipotle powder, salt, oregano, and vanilla extract. Okay, I'm not seeing why this came up in a search for Pasilla, but that does sound pretty good. That's smoky oaks. Then we have the terra sauce. In collaboration with Terracost, a metal band, apparently. Maple syrup, cider vinegar, apple juice, Trinidad Moruga scorpion, brown sugar, tomato powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, vanilla extract, garlic powder, and salt. Sounds fair.
Evening, Dave.
Maple and Moruga does sound like a good time. But then the Pasilla Queen of the Desert was what I was looking for. Oh, sorry, queen of the dessert. Raspberry puree, sugar, lime juice, and pasilla chili powder 2%. So not a vast amount of chili, but because that's the powder, it's dehydrated. That means it's actually a fair amount more than if it was 2% of the wet chili. Not that you get wet pasilla. Pasilla is a dried Mexican chili anyway.
All in there, Stefan, dude. You're doing great.
Does have a nice little hint of something fruity, almost raspberry-esque anyway. So pairing it with 69% raspberry puree makes a lot of sense. And yeah, mostly raspberry, but that sounds like a good sauce.
Oh, there's a link there to the new Draga label, but I don't click on it yet because I'll mess myself up if I click on it.
I actually can't click on it. I've got to copy paste it, but I can make that work.
I just don't.
This content is password protected.
Do
it. Please enter your password below.
He's at us again. Ish.
Why send it to us then?
Not long now, Stefan. You beat your record.
Yeah, you're at 32.20 already.
Stu's laughing at us.
What if I click on Draga 2? Does Draga 3 then come up in the related images? Kind of, but I can't really see it. So, if I zoom in, okay, I can get a good idea of what the face looks like, but I can't see the bit at the bottom which tells me what the actual flavor is. Which kind of defeats the purpose of this.
James Green says, well played, Stefan, smashing it.
And this isn't something like Photo Bucket where they screw up the password protection and you can just adjust the link and get there.
Corin, man, you're giving tricks away.
So I'm not sure how I would get around it and see the image. So yeah, I think you may have beaten me this time. But I tried.
And you've beaten your record so far?
Nice. Somebody's winning here.
We have to do it.
I forget how it continues from there.
That's all right. We'll stop before we get copyrighted again.
I know at some point he goes da-da-da, da-da-da. But that's a completely different segment of the song.
What he's really doing, he's singing Draga, Draga.
Maybe.
So that's just to avoid the copyrights.
I mean, theoretically, we're allowed to use less than 30 seconds without problem.
There you go.
In reality, it doesn't work that way, but that's what the theory of the law is.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
In reality, it's, I think, 9 or less you can use before YouTube picks you up on it.
We've had YouTube pick us up for stuff that wasn't even there.
Yeah, that too.
Even when we played it back, there's no audio in the background, you know what I mean? I look like a big swallow. For more cool and insane challenges, please check out www.pureandsanitysociety.com.
Oh, I thought you were going to just plug any UK.
We don't sell anything.
We don't sell them, but we do silly challenges.
Oh, we do all sorts of silly stuff. But we've cancelled the website, so that'll be closing down soon anyway.
Oh. Well, you can still check us out on Facebook.
Yeah.
And we do have a YouTube, but I mean, Facebook, you can get a little bit more involved, right?
Yeah. But if you are on YouTube, click like and subscribe.
Yes.
While I remember.
And if you click the bell, you'll get notified by email when we go live.
That's what Corin just says. Yeah, apparently there's a little bell somewhere.
Yep. It's right where the subscribe button is once you're subscribed. Doesn't show up otherwise.
Apparently it does something to all the gory rhythms.
Yeah.
Who the hell's Anna? It's going on
He's
about
still
somebody called
going.
it's going on about somebody called Analytics now. Definitely looking like he's going to make that 40-minute mark. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, he's got this. Easy. I mean, not for us, but seems it for him.
Oh, it's easy for me. I'm doing fine.
Okay, yeah. It's easy for us to not do the challenge, but it's easy for anyone to not do the challenge. You know, brand new challenge for wimps. Who can sit here the longest while their friend does the dragoor?
Yeah.
Currently, we're going on 38 minutes. We're doing well.
Bet you're out to last longer than you do.
You know what? I think you probably can. I'm not the most patient of people.
Come on, Stefan, prove us wrong. See which one of us can last the longest watching.
Yeah, we're winning at this brand new challenge. You're just doing the old one.
Make one of us tap out.
I mean, it'll happen. I've been told my family want to watch TV with me at 9, so
I think so, yes, Alan. I think it is still Michael.
if he can keep going another 20 minutes, I'm going to have to tap out.
I win. Winner by default. Doing great there, dude.
Facebook user, yeah, Stefan, Facebook user would like you to know that your flies are undone. I'm not sure how they'd know. You're not exactly visible anywhere below the collarbone on camera.
30 seconds left. Keep it going. Stu says he's only said gin to your one dragger. The max times for any one dragger was 40 minutes anyway, so you would have to replace it to a new dragger if you wanted to carry on after 40 minutes.
Oh, screw that. No, just do an hour 20 to double their time and style on them.
There's the 40-minute. Oh!
Oh, that's gross.
There was a bit more left.
Well done on the 40 minutes. Jeez.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
Taste wise,
really, well, I mean, Charlie, that was 40 minutes of drool.
Out the
Of
sour
course it was
apple
something else.
bubblegum, that was. Definitely the nice one.
That was nicer. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on doing it.
Well, you saw it before. Hang on. You get some
I
of the
don't want to see that. That's not how it came out.
Just cleaning it up a touch. Oh, it's just blood red in the middle, eh?
Lovely colours. I'm assuming that's Magnus there.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Yeah, understandably. That's a lot of chili for a lot of time.
I was the same, James. That's exactly what happened with me as well. Ramped up after I took the lolly out.
Facebook user, no.
Well, you beat your time and doubled
Oh.
it. Doubled
Yeah.
That was
your.
not the thing I meant to minimize. I meant to minimize that one.
I'd say I was aiming for half hour, well, 20 minutes, half hour. Got 40 minutes. Beat my personal best. I'm happy.
Good Scott. Problem is now I've got to try and beat you.
Next time I'm going to try 2.
It's
I've got
funny
to try
that,
the double.
that is my plan as well, so I'll just beat her on that one instead.
Ah, do the double, but do the double for an hour 20.
I'm not even going to even think about that. I'm aiming for 20 minutes and I'll be lucky.
Well, 20 minutes is the equivalent of 40, right?
We'll see how it goes. Anything past 20 minutes is a bonus. Well, with that, I'm going to run.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. 40
Facebook,
minutes on
why
the
are you
doorbell.
giving me noises? I'm in a Facebook Live right now. Don't interrupt my live with sound effects. No. Stupid website. Anyway. That was that. He's headed off, has he?
Yeah, he's
I
gone.
guess I should show you my sources for the day one last time. We had the milder pear, the taco drip, and fire candy from Tubby Tom's. Tangy, sweet, and green. Even tangier and more citrusy and buffalo sauce style. Then we had the rich tomato and ghost pepper ketchup, which has a little bit of beetroot in it, but really, it just tastes of tomato and ghost pepper. And yeah, very nice. Not nearly as sweet or as vinegar based as I expected, but a great ketchup. And then the Jeepers Reapers Yellow Reaper Death Sauce, which, if you've never had Yellow Reaper before, is a good way to try Yellow Reaper, but it does just taste of Yellow Reaper. Oh, well, I've just seen that. All the herbs and spices and bits in the bottom of there. So, actually, maybe I should give them that a little bit more of a shake. So I suspect their flavors still infused into the sauce just fine. So yeah, there we go. Those are the 4 I tried, all from tubbytoms.com. Pretty nice and simple. And you've had the Dragoor from pureinsanity.com? Oh, pureinsanitysociety.com. So there we go.
PureInsanitySociety.com. Come pick them up from Gamelstead.
These I actually got half of from the website directly, but the other half came from the chili shop in Leeds. So, yeah, there are places you can pick these up as well. And that's it from both of us, I think.
Awesome.
See you next
that's
week.
it. See you later.